Yeah, one of my first memories of domestic violence towards Mam was from John, who was supposed to be my father. I was no older than 3, and I remember it was really dark out, so it must have been late at night because we were in town, and I remember him hitting and punching her so hard as if it was another man he was fighting. Mam left John, but it wasn't long before she got into a relationship with another violent man. Michael was worse than John. He had his own fair share of mental health issues and was also very fond of the drink. Michael went on a bender and locked the 4 of us into the house and cut the phone line. He drank and beat Mam for 3 days until Mam finally got the phone to work and rang my uncle, who probably saved our lives. We could hear everything that was going on in the sitting room and had to sit there feeling terrified and helpless. I remember just sitting on my bed in the dark, crying out for my mother who never came because he wouldn't allow her. I used to wet the bed as a child, and there was never an issue about it with Mam, but Michael thought I was doing it for attention. I remember it was around Christmas time because it was snowing heavily that year. He came into my room early one morning, got me up out of bed and made me run up and down the field in my bare feet. He used to always wear steel cap toe boots as well, and I remember him walking into the sitting room in the morning and standing on me and my sister's toes while we sat on the couch waiting for Mam to make her breakfast in the kitchen. I have 2 older brothers as well who didn't live with us at the time. They lived with their father, but one of my brothers was staying with us, and Michael drove us into town to get food. He was on his way back to the van and he slipped on the road and fell on his arse. We took a fit of laughing, but that made him angry. My brother grabbed me and my sister and ran through town with us. We got away and hid in a church. Mam must have rang the guards when he went back to the house without us, because they eventually picked us up. Again, I'll never forget how scared and anxious I felt. Being so young, I thought we had done something wrong, and that's why the guards had picked us up. Between social workers and guards, I only ever saw them in bad situations, so growing up I was always fearful of guards and authority figures. So you can just imagine the kind of trust issues I have today because of it all. Because of all the moving around as a child, I never had any real friends, and I wasn't exactly street smart, so when I did eventually start making friends, they were the wrong ones. I found myself in so many dangerous situations as a teenager. I never had any self-worth or confidence. I never felt like I belonged anywhere. I won't say I was suicidal, but I did put myself into some of them dangerous situations, especially as I got older, hoping that something bad enough would happen to end it all. It's only now as a 25-year-old woman looking back that I'm starting to understand and realise how growing up in domestic violence and being in the care system impacted me. Well, I suppose if it wasn't for these people believing in me and not giving up on me, even when I gave up on myself, I probably wouldn't have got this far. I probably wouldn't have this opportunity now. I'm honestly so surprised that I'm still here.